Why, hello there. Couldn't help but notice you there. Welcome. We weren't expecting you.
Oh my god.
What a perfect start.
I wasn't.
I think we're all a bit.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Just
a
that
little bit
inside
wiggly.
screaming. Anybody else have that?
Welcome, folks, to another episode of the Mind of a Martyr. We are super excited to see you. We're all a little wiggly, apparently, but it's gonna be fun. We are here as part of our Friends Football Fights charity fundraiser. We are raising money for both RAIN and we are raising money for the Earth Day Network, two fantastic charities. As you can see below, our RAIN fundraiser is very, very, very nearly at our goal, which we're super, super, super excited about. We understand that 2020 has been a bit of a hell year. So
Wait, what?
anything that you are able to spare, if you are able to spare it, would be super, super appreciated. If you are not able to spare anything, do not fret. You can go ahead and like, retweet, and all of that wonderful stuff, and just spread the word that we're here raising money. It would be super, 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 super appreciated. We are playing games every Tuesday. We have Arium for the rest of the month, and every Friday we have some spoopy games going on with some wonderful guests in all of those games. And we are doing a huge, I think it's 13-hour fundraiser at the end of the month on November 2nd.
November 1st.
I should have checked the dates before advertising.
It's fine.
The Saturday.
It's too late.
Yes, the Saturday, big 13-hour fundraiser with a whole bunch of fantastic games. We're super, super excited. There's some fantastic people, some faces you will recognize from the TTRPG community, and some new faces that you have never seen before who are incredibly talented. We are super, super hype to be getting involved with them. We have 3 sponsors on the channel here. We are sponsored by the wonderful folks at So Nerdware. They do a fantastic range of various different kinds of TTRPG merch. Just recently, they've redone their entire website, so it's even easier to put wonderful stuff into your basket and have them delivered to you. Go ahead and throw in our discount code, throw in FRIENDS for 10% off. And you'll be supporting some fantastic creators, some LGBT plus creators, and some Black creators as well. They are fab. We like them very much. Our second sponsor is the wonderful folks at Grinding Coffee, who are an LGBT Black-owned group who make some fantastic coffee. They do some fantastic sample packs if you're not quite sure what you 100% want to go with, or you can go ahead and get some fantastic coffee sets as well. Some of the flavors are simply to die for. Take a look on their website. Seriously, you will take a look and just be like, yes. And if you do not drink coffee, hey, they make really good gifts. Go ahead and throw in FWRD, and that'll get you 13% off your order. Ty, I've heard you got this little thing, just this little thing you're trying to get off the ground. Do you want to tell us about that?
Shh, keep it on the low. Here, come in. Okay. So, okay, don't tell anybody. But if you go to DemonPorium.com, there's gonna be like dice and like all sorts of good stuff, like t-shirts and drinkware and things like that. And if you use the code FWRD, you can get like 10% off. I know, no, just don't tell anybody. But go. And let's be honest, you need more dice. I mean, come on. I think we're okay.
Dice.
I think we're good.
Blair Witch tie.
Yeah. My favorite is the fact that you can buy like tunics and drinking horns and just be like, you know what, I'm embracing the dwarf cleric I'm playing today.
We're going to kick you in the butt.
DM Emporium is fantastic. Go ahead and throw in the code, get a little bit off. You'll go ahead and support Ty, you'll support DM Emporium, and all of the discount codes will support the independent businesses, and they will support us as well. So go ahead and check those out. We do have one more announcement, which is pretty new, that we are super, super excited about. We are part of the Emporium team, which is incredible. The wonderful folks at Emporium are a group of diverse content creators that make a rather large variety of content. Anything from just regular chats to TTRPG stuff to video games, cosplay, prop creation, you name it. There's a whole host of wonderful, talented folks, and we managed to be accepted to get to be as a member, which is super exciting. We are super looking forward to joining the team and working out some stuff with them, hopefully raising a whole bunch more money for charity and providing some folks with some entertainment. So that is everything that I have to say before we start up. Anybody else have anything they want to quickly plug? Sweet. All right. I believe we are getting a recap from Blink. So, from your perspective, what happened last episode?
Oh, well, my perspective is actually pretty boring. I don't really know why you would want to hear that. All right, so I woke up. I skipped having the toast. You know, there's not time for breakfast this day. And, I mean, Ashara. You don't need to know who Ashara is. It's totally fine. I mean, she's somebody that I know very close to me. Don't need to know who she is. It's fine. Told me that somebody that she knew that needed a little bit of correction was within the city. So I stalked him very successfully. His name is Higwin. I mean, could you imagine growing up with such a name? I mean, how god-awful. Let's see. He did reveal to me that someone that I've been, well, not me, but Ishara's been looking for, called Ronan Fairchild, is out there. And apparently is a noble by day, and he works for the Magicanum at night, leading the dual life. How smart of him. Satisfied with that, I've decided that I might as well just put him out of his bloody misery, slit his throat. Found a nice little spell book, was able to give that to Eridan. Once I confirmed with Orin that she doesn't do any evil magic. It's very difficult to trust magic users, you know. Best part was I got to get inside Orin's head. He didn't really like that, but it was a reaction was worth a wait. I did tell him not to tell the rest of the group, and so far, I mean, it hasn't been too much of an issue. I don't think Jotra really either. Jotra's got a lot of voices going on in his head, or he really did not care that he heard mine at some point. But anyway, went back to the group. We set off, killed a dragon. I don't really know why Jotra wanted to try and convince the dragon to give up its gland without a fight. I mean, you can't really even get into it unless you cut into the bloody throat. But he tried. I mean, I'll give him that. I mean, at least he tried. I mean, for such a short little thing, I mean, he certainly stood up tall that day. Let's see, what else? Yes, we got the glands. I gathered a few little extra things for my time in trouble. And, what else? Oh, yes, there was that. For some reason, Jotra made, like, these little cogwheel rings and gave one to Eridan. Not really sure what the point of that is, but I suppose it was a little touching. I mean, I don't really know these people. I don't know what kind of relationship they have. Perhaps there's something there. Perhaps they're just really good friends. I don't really know. I don't know if I've ever had a friend that would want to make and share a ring with me. Something about soup, though. I've never met somebody who actually smells potions and gifts when they're given to you, but that one did. I'm not really sure what that was about. Actually, rather boring.
Thank you, Blake. I see why you were like, hey, Ray, shut up.
Yeah.
That was good. That was pretty good. I'm colorly impressed.
I have a feeling I have like 5 different dialects in that entire recap, but it's fine.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
That's consistent.
I was gonna say you're consistent with yourself, so it's all good.
Remember, there is
So-
no England in fantasy.
That's true. That's true.
True. So, we left off with these wonderful folks showing up at the city of Yilton, returning after their travel, along with Torn, who was accompanying you during this little escapade. As you arrive, you immediately catch that there, yet again, are no guards actually at the front of the city. You go ahead, and as you're having your small discussion, walk through the parapet kind of area. Portcullis, sorry, not parapet. That's another thing entirely. You walk through the portcullis area and see the entire town is empty. There doesn't appear to be any guards or anyone running around. You're probably just kind of at dusk at this point. You can see the tents and what appear to be many hastily constructed tents made of whatever wagons were brought in by the refugees to begin with. It is very, very makeshift, as most things in Yilton are. But as you step through kind of the entranceway, you don't see anyone running around.
But
Is it
there's
like-
at least evidence that people are there. It's not like the mine of faith where like nothing existed, right?
There's still tents around. There's still open fires with cooking on the stove and all of that kind of stuff. There's still smoke coming out of. I was about to say chimneys, but yeah, there's still evidence of like smoke coming out of some sections. It's just there doesn't appear to be anyone kind of running around or anything like that.
So it's not eerie.
Considering even at dusk, Yilton is still relatively busy. It's a little weird.
Is there a guard at the gate?
No guards.
Is there a wall around this city?
There is, yes. It's a little dilapidated, but not to the point where it's not non-functional. Yeah.
Is there any way that I could climb up onto the wall to get a better vantage point of the city as a whole?
Make an acrobatics check.
The gate.
21.
Okay. You find some kind of loose sections of brick and stone. You slowly begin to kind of climb up. You actually use a section of the portcullis as well to go ahead and give yourself a little leverage. And you pop up just on top of the wall section next to the gate.
Okay.
You go ahead and turn and look outwards towards the city as a whole. You see dots of fires, cooking fires for warmth. You see tents, you see hovels and other hastily constructed shelters. And as you look towards the very back, you see two specific scorch marks across the walls of the Magicana building.
From this vantage point, it might be a little difficult, so this might be a stretch. Considering it looks like up until recently, people were in the tents and in their homes because the chimneys are still smoking. Is there any way to tell if like people were moving quickly? like to leave?
Roll.
And if not, that's totally okay.
Roll a straight intelligence check for me.
24.
Okay. You go ahead and look across the city. You don't see any unusual tracks. You don't see anything specific missing or anything specific added other than the 2 scorch marks.
All right.
Just appears that either they are hiding or they are gone.
I'll turn and look to the rest of the group. So, I don't see anything. I see just nothingness as far as the eye can see in the city, except for by the Magicanum. There's 2 scorch marks, and they look to possibly be intentional.
Are they in any kind of particular shape, these scorch marks?
They're very specific scorch marks.
Do you think that's where everybody ran and hid, and maybe they were trying to get in or something?
I suppose it wouldn't hurt if we're going to head that way. No, climb back down.
Well, it's not like the mine now, is it? Where they just didn't exist at that point, so I don't think it was Kylera. I don't know.
I think it.
Sign of anyone?
Aridin, what was that?
Can you guys not hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
You're just quiet.
Just couldn't really make you out, lass.
Oh, sorry. And there's no sign of anyone.
Sorry, I'll shake my head.
Let's see if we can go find him. Kind of like bridges. I'm sorry.
I'll follow.
Okay.
I will
Down the
wait
path.
until the rest of them go, and I will slink through the buildings behind them.
Okay.
Soup's gonna. take
So is
his
everyone...
crossbow out.
Sorry, go.
Sorry, Soup's gonna take his crossbow out, get on the wall, and go around the perimeter. Let's see.
Okay. If you want to go ahead and climb the wall, that'll be an acrobatics check.
Okie dokie. That is a 23.
Awesome. Using the sections of stone sticking out, the portcullis, as Blink did before you, and a little bit of just your kobold swiftness and claws, you go ahead and clamber your way up, actually quite gracefully, up this wall, up the top. You can go ahead and follow that around the outside if you like.
So he'll kind of disappear for a little while.
As you all carry on forwards, you do not hear the sound of breathing. You do not hear the sounds of sleeping, snoring, children, adults. This town but a few hours ago was completely full, bustling with the usual, both the regular individuals and the refugees, finding their best way to survive as they could. Those of you with a passive perception above 12 will slowly but surely spot tiny little pools of black powder on the ground. Not ashes, just pure black powder.
Ooh. Can I scoop some into a vial?
Definitely can, yeah.
And I pick some up and kind of like rub it in my fingers and kind of smell it and taste it a little bit. Just a little investigation.
Yeah, an investigation you can definitely do.
Oh, you're brave enough to put it. Okay. Wouldn't have done that, but that's your
Just
choice.
ash. Should I roll a check or?
Yeah, roll an investigation
Oh, yeah.
check, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
Woo! Oh, sweet.
Why are you licking your fingers?
Diet 20.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
So, it's not gunpowder, which would be your first guess in this instance.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not ash either. As you kind of look at it, you rub it between your fingers, and this this wisp of kind of black smoke comes from it and dissipates.
Okay, if I
Stop
see that,
breathing!
I'm definitely not putting this in my mouth.
It's just from where you rubbed it. It's just a bit of it has then turned into smoke because it's hit the wind and then vanished. Essentially, it's just evaporated in the air. It's definitely not sinister or shaped or magical or anything along that regards. It's just where it's evaporated into the wind.
Was it tasty?
Yeah, then maybe I'll give it a little smell. What does it smell like?
It feels oddly familiar. It tastes of nothing. Quite literally nothing. There is no taste across your taste palette, and as you begin kind of trying to swirl it around your mouth, it's not even there.
I'm
Doesn't hit
watching you
your-
intently like a science experiment.
It's so weird.
It's strange. Even something that usually doesn't have a taste will at least like hit your gum wall or something like that, and as you're kind of swirling your tongue around, it's just nothing. It's as if you didn't put it there.
Oi, blink. Is my tongue black?
It's not black, is it?
No.
Just gonna shake my head no.
Weird.
Your little dinghy is looking a little spotted though. You might want to check that out. Gotcha. Don't stick random powders in your mouth.
Checking it out, seeing what it was.
You can do that without putting it in your tongue.
While everyone's doing that, I think Aridin is going to hum softly to herself and turn invisible. And I think she wants to walk into the Magic Carnum building.
Oh, Jotra's gonna be visible doing the exact same thing floating on Pavisari.
Aridin will cast it at not second level, she'll cast it at third level. So that Jotra is also invisible.
Okay. Jotra
She
is
does that.
invisible.
I'll hop
Pavisari
off of
is not.
Pavisari. Yeah, I'll hop off of Pavisari. She does that.
Just fair warning. Just a random magic turtle just slowly.
I feel like it looks like Aridin makes herself invisible first, sees Jotra following, pats him on the shoulder, and then he's invisible too. Probably for the best.
You see these two scorch marks scratched almost across the side of the wall next to the entranceway of this building. It doesn't seem to be elemental in nature, but something definitely struck it, chipping away sections of the stone wall onto the ground. As you begin to approach, more of these small piles of black powder are just strewn across this this area.
Do I notice them yet?
More and more and more as you come through. By now, everyone would have noticed them, yes.
I'm gonna reach down and see if I can glean any. Is this magic?
Sure. What an Arcana check.
Is it magic? 183.
Okay. There are certainly spells that give off waste components. Sometimes the component isn't used fully. Other times there is just an unintended side effect of the spell. You can imagine, possibly, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for these piles to have been from a magical effect. You wouldn't know for sure, though.
When you said that the smell was familiar, did it smell like the smoke that was coming off of Jotra's book when he was doing the magical, scraping off the magical Tippix?
Tippy tax.
Roll a history check for me.
16.
Though very similar in the way that it kind of evaporated into the wind, they definitely are not the same. This is familiar, but definitely not that kind of inky poison that you have encountered before. Aridin, Joshua, as you open up the doors to the Magicanum headquarters here, the first thing you hit is a little bit of resistance. The door kind of cracks open just a little bit, and you hit some resistance as a hand limply drops down into your view. You give it a bit of a shove and open it up, and the body of a young individual kind of topples and crumples to the ground. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes. Or wait, no. Let me double check. Disadvantage because I'm invisible.
Oh yeah, invisible. Definitely doesn't hit you then.
It would have hit. I got a 19.
Okay. I forgot about the invisibility, so thank you for the reminder. A small streak of fire kind of sails over your head and strikes one of the tents behind you. As you see, pouring with blood on one side, this young tiefling woman holding a book in one hand and a staff in the other. You see as she's standing in this defensive stance, there are a few individuals behind her who appear to be in various states of injury and wounds. Some of them looking after the more painfully wounded individuals. And there is a figure standing in between you and those people. The figure appears to be very clearly aggressive, almost laughing. From the back, all you can see is a rather large individual that appears to be covered in a black coat.
Wait, the person in between, there's so tiefling, lady, someone in between, and then us?
So the tieflings and the injured individuals, there is a person very clearly in the way, and then it is you folks at the door.
And the person in the black coat is in between me and tiefling lady?
Exactly.
Laughing their ass off?
Not hard laughing, but that kind of...
Evil. Villain. A villain laugh.
How far away is he from us?
20 foot.
Citra's going to just kind of like squeeze Erden's hand real quick, and then he's going to run forward, and he is going to try to gonna throw a lightning lure once he gets within 15 feet to grab him and shock him and bring him back.
All right, go ahead. That is a strength save.
Strength save, DC 16. Singing thing.
Okay, he does pass.
Okay.
Only just.
Pass, then I believe nothing happened. Judge is just gonna stand there. That was supposed to work.
I want to charge in and I want to spin my blade and fire a witch bolt. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Okay, bye dice. Okay, that right off the desk. Next one. That's gonna be 19 to hit.
Adam, come on.
19 will hit.
Witch bolt hit! Write it
Oh
down!
my-
Put it in the history books!
Aaron hit someone!
Oh. Okay.
Oh, it's
Wait, no,
awesome.
that's 2d12,
Hell yes.
not 2d8.
Yeah.
That is, oh my god, math is so hard. 19 points of, what is this, lightning damage? Yeah, lightning damage. 19 points of damage.
Right, the lightning
Okay.
suckers.
Go ahead and fire this witch bolt outwards. It crashes across its shoulder and actually begins to scatter across a section of its face as it kind of staggers just the slightest bit and spits a bit of blood to the floor. It turns around and, while smiling, cracks its knuckles across. It pulls a familiar suit jacket across a section of its chest and tilts as the manager from the airship stares you down.
I knew it!
Oh shit!
Wait, manager from the ship?
So it,
Yeah.
the
the
one
guy
that
who
called
called
out
the
Orin?
one
Orin?
that called me
Yeah.
out.
Uh,
So he wasn't in that form before, but now he is. Is that?
He still
in a-
looks humanoid right now.
Okay, but he was in a disguised form and as a tiefling. Or
Yeah. So he was a slightly bulkier individual. Now he appears to be humanoid, but he appears to be much larger.
it's a nice jacket. Help! Judge is gonna yell.
and now I'm running.
Yep.
He mutters something under his breath,
Judge fires
which
magic stones. As soon as he
What does he say? What does he say?
that depends. Do you speak deep speech?
Fuck, no!
Jodra.
No, if it was undercommon, yes, no deep speech.
Oh,
Infernal and Celestial. Are you
He
sure
mutters
it's
something.
deep speech?
What? You don't
Low
speak some
and-
alien language?
He speaks something low and guttural under his breath
Fuck.
as he looks towards you. You strike him again with one of these stones. Go ahead and roll to hit on that.
Ooh, not bad. That is a 23.
23 will hit.
Do 6 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay, another strike across him as the young wizard's firebolt also connects from the other side, and you manage to strike him twice. Once in the face across with the firebolt as he switches around, and then the stone whacks him in the back of the head, and you see a viscous black blood begin to pour from the back of his head. He growls again and says something in deep speech before pulling out a small stone and crushing it in his hand. And as he goes ahead and crushes it, there is a very familiar as his body vanishes in this blackened smoke that then begins to dissipate.
You're muted.
Me?
Yeah. Oh, I can hear you now. That was weird. I saw your lips move, but I didn't hear anything. I don't know.
Don't fail me now.
Are you sure you didn't just like vocalize? Like, did you do the thing I sometimes do? Where...
No,
That's-
nothing came out.
For those that have to listen on a podcast later on, let me just say that all I did was move my mouth and no sound came out. So I am sorry.
We're all sitting there mouthing things right now. Like I'm sitting there going, "Oh my God, Ray sent me a message earlier. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!"
Oh, did you now?
I don't know.
Jotra's gonna.
This
Now
is-
he's gone.
Jotra's gonna run to the pile and kind of pick it up, and then see if it looks like the same as all the other piles. If there is
As
a pile left, I assume.
as the smoke is beginning to kind of evaporate, there is small granules that are hitting the ground of whatever this black powder is. You see the wizard on the other side, breathing heavily, wiping away some more blood as she lowers her spellbook. So yeah, you look like friends, eh?
What happened? And he's just gonna run over and he's gonna instantly slap a cure wounds on.
Yeah, I want to start checking the other people, seeing who I can help.
As you begin to run over Jotra, she kind of drops to one knee. You watch the book kind of slides out of her hands, and she just begins to kind of patch what appears to be another wound across her chest. She just begins to apply pressure.
So
And just hold.
Jotra's going to he's gonna flick his gauntlet and pull out some of the magical gauze, and he just runs up and he sticks it across. He like, move your hand real quickly, and then he jumps right onto the same wound and pulls it across, and then snaps it across, and then does 3, and then he kind of he's like, okay, now keep pressure there, and he's just gonna go around and he's gonna just, and then she'll heal 12 as he goes around and just kind of goes over various cuts and brings them together with the magical first aid that is his cure wounds.
And I'm going to the people who look like they're on their last legs, and I'm going around and casting Spare the Dying.
So there are a few individuals that you can go ahead and save with those Spare the Dying. In total, there is 7, including this lady who Jotra is patching up. Unfortunately, everyone else in this room does appear to be deceased. There appears to have been quite the fight in here. Multiple sections kind of scattered and broken and smashed. Scorch marks of various different spells and elements. You only see Magicana members on the ground. There appears to be no body of any of the city, and there doesn't appear to be any bodies of their assailants either.
Gonna run to another one that is to another cure wounds in the same fashion. Another 12 points of healing, and I'm gonna do the one next to them, all his spell slots. Or a last one gets 7 points of healing.
Yeah, and then I'll cast Cure Wounds. I'll cast it twice at 2nd level. So that is 2d8. Where are my d8s? Looking around, first one gets 4. Oh, God, that was 4. Don't let me do healing. The second one gets 8. Why didn't I just do a first level with those rolls? Oh, +3 to both of those.
Slowly but surely, these 7 individuals kind of begin to pull themselves up and slowly bring themselves back together. The tiefling immediately turns around. You need to...
Citra's gonna pick up her book and then hand it to her while she webs it. What happened?
She picks it up, and although kind of briefly acknowledges you, she ignores your question and turns straight around. Check David downstairs. We need to make sure he's okay, huh? Make sure he's all right. And, well, check the rest of them. Go! She begins to kind of usher them through what appears to be a small door at the very back of this kind of lobby room. Sorry,
What is going on?
I was hoping you'd know. Perhaps a little bit more than we did.
No.
Just got here. Just walked in and saw that and decided, evil laughter guy is probably the bad one. So, what was the teleportation thing that he crushed?
The name's Mesa. One of the resident tutors here. I normally deal with plants. They're a lot less dangerous sometimes. She kind of pauses for a second and gulps. We had some villagers that ran in screaming about some kind of mechanical flying machine. Next thing we knew, well, they said people were vanishing.
Just like on the ship.
We had more of them come in and more of them come in, and suddenly there were these well-dressed individuals. They appeared to be, well-dressed. They appeared to be perhaps waiters or, I don't know, people who you would find in a big civilized city. And they came in and they were incredibly powerful. I sent David downstairs in the hope that, we could lead some of the other individuals down into some of the safer caverns, and David and a few of the other more combat-focused wizards would be able to save him, huh? And then, here we are. We tried to hold out, but we're not combat wizards. We deal with agriculture. We deal with the whole reason we were here was to study in order to try and get the land back. We're not fighters. We know some basics, but don't know anything else, eh?
Okay. Who's David, and why did you send him downstairs?
David is one of the other tutors. He kind of teaches the basic self-defense for a lot of the wizards that come down, especially into Yilton. As you may have noticed if you've been here for a while, the place is not exactly hospitable. Not quite. He is actually on loan from another city. He came to assist us just to make sure that that no one was going to struggle. That was the deal anyway, and as the one who was probably the best at combat in this entire section, we sent him down to go and protect the villagers, eh?
The villagers are downstairs then.
We managed to smuggle a bunch of them into the caverns, and we went ahead and held the line here, but as I say, we're not fighters.
Oh, when we approached the gates, there were these small piles, and he kind of picks up the set and he holds it up to her. Do you recognize this? Is it a teleportation magic? Is it some sort of abduction scheme?
After hearing all this, do I remember if there was powder left behind from the people disappearing on the ship?
Definitely. You wouldn't have seen much of it because a lot of it was still in the air as you were kind of running through and you saw people vanishing. But yeah, there was definitely a residue left over.
How many people are left?
Well, that depends what my students find, eh?
Yeah. Um, uh, 1 second, and he's gonna run out, and he's gonna see grab everybody else, and guys, come quick! And he's gonna kind of just like wave everybody over.
George, I heard you screaming. What the hell is happening, man?
There was the captain was in there. You know, the guy who like yelled you at you, Orin. He was like huge, and then we attacked him, and then I yelled for you, and then he was gone, and he vanished, but then he left behind the little pile like you tried to lick off your fingers, but there's people in here, and then I think they need help. I don't know exactly what's going on. Apparently they're just what happened on the ship happened in the city, so we gotta go figure it out, I guess. I don't know. They said they saw the ship overhead. I don't know.
Oh, they're making people disappear again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently.
Yeah, it was them
probably
again.
the sisters.
But why here? What are they after?
Well,
People.
fuck, we're here.
We weren't. What if they said that the people were dressed like waiters and stuff like that? So yeah, like I don't think the entire ship was in on it. Maybe they're making them do.
It was probably. Do you think it's the nest? Because the nest were the ones that were the waiters and everything on the ship, weren't they?
Well, they owned the ship, didn't they?
I thought so.
Why would they steal their own ship though?
So maybe there's someone. I don't.
Would you recognize the captain if he was like huge?
Perhaps. I mean, how huge are you talking? I mean, he was a big man to begin with.
Yeah.
Too large.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually wrote terrible notes for that session. What does he look like?
Very, very tall, bald, a strangely old face, considering you would think the way that he kind of acted and the speed and the strength that he had, you'd perhaps consider he'd be a little bit younger. He did look rather old. He is the manager of the staff on the ship. He's not the captain.
Right.
The captain was the orcish lady you ran into.
I still can't. Never mind. Sorry, talking out loud.
Okay. And he was, like, human?
Humanoid. Like, he
Humanoid.
looked human, but there was always something just a little bit odd about him. You can never quite place it, though.
Right, alright. Couldn't exactly tell.
Big, like, overly muscular gentleman.
Kind of Goliath shaped.
Trope. Don't give him ideas.
But why would the manager of the staff be? He bled black. That was weird.
He bled black.
Yeah, it wasn't regular blood. It was like this weird, goopy black blood. Which sucks.
That's... I mean, I could never place exactly what he was, whether he's straight human or, half elf or anything like that, but if he's bleeding black, that sounds
Why
devilish
heal him?
to me.
Yeah, he was speaking in some sort of awful language. I couldn't understand it. But yeah,
One
let's
steps
go.
forward for a moment and just starts pumping some lay on hands into those who are still injured. As he turns towards Jotra and Oren. Says, "So you're saying these things can hide? They can look different?"
Well, it looked different from last time, but then the teleportation that leaves behind this powder, he kind of picks it up and he's like, I believe some sort of spell reagent or something. He had to crush it in his hands. It was a physical object. He didn't do the casting himself, which is good to know. He might not be a spellcaster, or he might not have access to that school of magic, but he had to require something. But the mass level that is what I'm concerned about outside, because how do you get everybody to do one action, and then how do you did they hand them all to it and just be like, do it or die? Or but then they said people ran in here, so I don't...
Well, when we were on the ship, though, it wasn't like the people were casting a spell. They were running away and they would be disappearing.
Yeah.
When we are on our way to Zatane, by airship, the ship was attacked by a larger ship. And when we had to disembark, people were disappearing in puffs of smoke. And we stole equipment off the ship to get off of it, so we also didn't disappear. And then as we were descending, both ships disappeared. There was two. There was a very large one, and then the one that we were on, there were people on the ship that part of the group was the nest, and then there was another group, potentially, because the person that we saw here was the manager of the staff on the ship, and sort of behind the people disappearing, which is what all of this powder is. It's residue.
Orin. And he kind of like pulls Orin over. Does it say anything else?
Oh fuck! He'll pull out the cone artifact real fast, kind of like keep it like kind of hidden, so like no one like in the immediate area can like see it. Are there any other words, or is it still just the four?
Fuck.
It was out, two, myriad, and two. Do you think that
There's another word?
There's not another word. I was just nodding at Orin's.
Oh.
At Orin's. Yeah, so 2 out, myriad, and 2. There is no other word currently on the artifact, although it appears to have the ever so slightest glow to it.
Is the glowing more focused towards the word myriad?
It just appears to be a very light general glow around the object itself.
Is it a similar multi-class, like similar to the crystal that maybe residue from touched, or station that?
No, it's just a very dim white, like super, super, super dim.
Have I seen it glow like this before?
Once.
When
you first remember holding it.
Does it glow when they're close?
Very first time.
I don't know. The first time I've ever seen it, it was glowing like this, and then I started to run, and it hasn't glowed like that since. Oh, I hope it doesn't glow in the presence of the creatures. But I don't know.
Try something silly. Jotra's gonna try to cast mending into it.
Oh no.
Into the artifact.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and cast mending. Nothing happens.
Does it just absorb it?
Nothing happens.
Okay. Okay, so just like it's not there, but Jotra's going to take out his little like the wire that he casts lightning lure through, and he's going to slap it and try to throw the lightning lure energy into it.
You go ahead.
What have I told you about doing spells without asking first?
Keep asking sooner. Sorry, can I do that?
Nothing happens.
Okay. So that's good.
Orange just holds it like this.
So just gonna try one last thing. He's gonna grab the artifact and then drag it across his gauntlet like he charges his magic stones and see if it maintains a charge like that.
Nothing happens. You have to
Trying to
remember,
blow us all up again.
No,
your
that's what.
spells. Your
Yeah, the
spells will
thing-
not take effect because you can't target it because it technically doesn't exist.
Some fuckery.
So yeah.
How did the other magic goes in?
Wait. If it can't target that thing because it doesn't exist, that just sort of made me think that there was no record of the ship, like it didn't exist either.
What if it doesn't exist here? What if it's an echo of something that existed? Like, what if there's like, two versions of it, one here, one there, and turns the cone and he... Have you tried speaking into it?
Kind of talk to it every now and then.
He holds up the cone directly to your mouth.
Really?
Say the words on the see what happens.
Out to Myriad 2.
You take a moment. A moment passes. Another moment passes. Nothing.
And then everything explodes.
Can you? Joe's just gonna like run outside. Wait this way, Art. Follow me.
Okay. You mind explaining what you're thinking you're gonna do first?
Oh yeah, you're gonna firebolt this thing.
Why are we attacking it?
Because it absorbs me. Because it does what it. Because the thing that it does, and then it does the other thing, and just like. He's gonna
Joker
hold
has
it.
lost his mind.
It's something to me. Joe's just gonna hold it. Okay, no, shoot it.
I don't want to destroy it.
Oh no!
I don't want to risk destroying it.
Why? What does it do?
It's powerful.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. I thought I'd just hold on to it.
What do you need the power for? Somebody else is trying to find this, and they want to use it for bad stuff. So if we destroy it, bad people lose the thing they want. If we figure out what it does, then we can use it for good.
But what if destroying it also destroys us?
What if it's just a ticking time bomb? What if it just absorbs enough and then blows up and kills us?
Right.
Maybe
So you
these are
want?
questions for later. We should make sure.
Do you want me to
All right, I have a question.
send a firebolt at this?
Meanwhile, I feel like Blink is the meme
It's like
of the
the-
girl with all of the math equations just.
No, so here's the funny thing is that Blink never followed you into the building. So all she sees is that you guys rush out. Jotra's holding this thing, talking about fireballing it and whatever. So she only caught that end part of the conversation. So I am just staring at you. And now looking at all of you like you've lost your minds.
Where the Charlie Day meme just. What does it mean?
That's Jotra all the time.
Yeah.
What
Um.
happened in the building?
Oh,
We
there was a.
encountered some not friends, for some reason, who showed up here that we don't know why.
I mean, it's a people are allowed to travel between cities. It's relatively free.
No,
so.
but they
Yeah, but they're creepy fuckers.
but
No,
they
no,
made people
they-
disappear, and like people like the powder that you're seeing is like what's left of people, probably maybe, or the after effects of a spell making people go away.
I look down at the two vials that are in my hand.
Leftover regions, right?
Left over.
I haven't had a chance to look at it. Orin ate it.
That didn't taste like nothing.
So does that mean you ate people?
No,
Ugh.
probably not. It's just probably whatever that magic is.
Oh fuck! I've eaten people.
Don't
No,
think about
it's just the leftover reagent. There's from the magic spell. It's basically nothing after it's been sapped of everything. Shoot it.
Wait, what are you shooting and why?
Experiments and experiments.
Okay, I need a little more than that considering you're dealing with magic.
Oh, well,
It's an artifact
Uh-huh.
that I carry
Uh-huh.
because I stole it.
Uh-huh.
Because I was made to, and I don't know what it is, and it sometimes has words on it that kind of speak to me. I like it, it's pretty. I
Wait,
don't
it
wanna
speaks to
destroy
you?
it. I mean, I hear the whispers, the whisper of the words.
when?
I'm gonna quirk my eye at that, and then I'm going to look around to make sure everybody is here.
Eridan just making a face like, wait a minute. That's new information.
It's just when the word appears is you kind of, it's in my pocket most of the time. I don't see it actually happen. It kind of.
Yeah, you
can
really
hear-
need to shoot it.
Oh God! All right.
When did the words appear? Is there any pattern to when the words appear on it?
When
Well,
I got
when
I
I-
got it close to the other thing, it absorbed the fire.
So, Blink, as you're looking around, Soup is missing and Torn is missing. Everyone else appears to be outside.
Where's... I look around. Look up. Where's the... Ton?
Inside
Ton's
helping people.
inside. Yeah,
I'm out of
Ton's
magic, so I
inside.
can't help anymore.
And Soup.
Soup is souping.
Soup is
Soup
snooping?
everyone's well, Soup is souping. Soup will just disappear, but he's usually looking for things. He usually comes back with stuff, but he goes scouting. I think it's
He does this
Soup
often.
is souping.
Soup, no snooping. Snoop, no snooping.
I guess my
Oh,
my
man.
question is... Why do we need to destroy it?
oh, you're not destroying it at all.
You just need it poked.
No, we need to throw magic at it to see what it does.
Last time we did this, though, it wasn't.
That was
The
a
last-
lot more magic.
Okay,
Shoot
yeah,
his
and my power isn't exactly magic. It's just energy.
It's magic.
Well, I can't help you here, and I'm gonna just walk away, and I'm gonna go see if I can try and find Soup, because Soup sounds like he's doing something that Blink is better at than magic.
Can you?
What you doing, Soup?
You're muted. There it is.
Whoa. So Soup Soup got on the wall. He's faster than he normally is, so he's enjoying that as he's going along the wall. And he heard Jotra call for help, and then there was a lot of talking amongst the group, so nobody died. So he's like, whatever, okay. Keep going. And he's literally just going around the perimeter of the city, just looking for anything. There's nothing. That's all he's doing.
The entire city is empty.
Okay. Once he figures that out, he is very confused and hops down off the wall and goes to find his friends.
All right.
Walks up just mumbling to himself.
What does the mumbling sound like? I'm curious.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's just like he's counting his bolts. He's like, pretty one, red one. Don't trust that.
Trust that.
You know, if you're going to talk about the wonders of the city that is lying, you might want to watch out.
And that's what you hear in your head.
Oh no. So so when you talk into Soup's head, you hear your voice kind of echo like you just spoke into a pool. And there's all these ripples that go out, and you hear multiple Soup voices go, what was that? What? Check his throat there. Wait. What was that? Throat. Check that.
I'm literally like just to your left leaning against a building.
You hear him talking out loud, saying these things and thinking at the same time. He's like, Light, where are you? Oh. He like straightens himself out. Walks over. Well, what was going on? Ain't nothing but here. Check the whole city.
I don't know. They were talking about. I kind of like just stretch out my throat a little bit. They were talking something about some artifacts that were installed, and it talks to him in his head. Jotra wants to cast some spells on it, see what it does. I don't feel that's very safe. But they said that everybody is gone, and they ran into some people in the buildings that were not friends, that are very creepy. So I came to find you, because magic is not my forte.
What happened to the not friends?
They were not very clear. They were too focused on the object, so I imagine the not friends are gone.
You know. He looks around to see if anybody's around, sees there's no one, goes, You ain't gotta talk fancy around me.
I'm not talking fancy.
Okay.
We are just talking. But apparently, and I'm going to pull out one of the vials. Apparently, these are left over from when the people disappeared. Or in an Aradan and Jotra, or says that something about their reagents or something.
The ship. You talk about ship?
Not when they are outside. No, they might have done it in the building.
His whole expression just shifts, and he just gets very, very angry looking.
Soup walks. That just makes me so happy. I could like picture it in my head. It's just so good. Okay.
I imagine it's like a duck. You know, when ducks walk and it's just like really high feet and then like slap, 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 slap.
With the butt bob.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of the alligators from Fantasia.
Yes. Yes.
That is exactly what I use to model that walk.
Awesome.
Perfect.
But yeah, he just starts walking, and then I don't know if you follow him or not.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. I say if you don't, he's gonna look back to it.
Yeah. So as you guys are approaching, Orin, like Jotra and Orin are like having the conversation.
Shoot
like,
it!
Just shoot it. And all right, fine. And this is only because I rolled a d20 and I said, okay, if it's above 10, I'll do it. And I rolled a fucking natural 20.
Yes!
So Jotra persuaded me. All right. And he's gonna put it down on the ground and he's going to like run like 20 feet away. And he's going to cast Saya's touch on his hand and then launch the radiant fireball at the artifact, and then he's going to duck and cover.
You go ahead and launch the firebolt at the artifact, and the flame scatters across it. Blink, make a wisdom save for me, please.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no 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 no.
Oh,
No.
that's not what I expected.
No.
So, 12.
Okay, so I passed on the curse. Good, 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 good.
Wait,
You
what?
take
Low
10 points of psychic damage.
Is that already halved?
It is already halved.
Okay.
Because you hear a voice in your head scream for just a second. As you hear. Just step back. Why is nobody over here? Why is nobody over here? Step back. It talks.
It's not a Shara, is it?
It is a jar.
Step back from the group with the artifact.
Step back from that thing.
I will say that as that damage hits, I would have been walking very calmly, and then all of a sudden would have screeched and clutched my head. And then as soon as I look up at the group of you, I stagger backwards, away.
So as I'm kind of coming up from my crouching, I'm gonna immediately look at the artifact first. Anything.
The artifact is fine.
Okay, so no change there, but then hearing the scream, like turn back and Blink, you alright?
Just keep that as far away from me as you can.
And I'll pick it up and I'll put it back in my pocket. And... What'd you scream about though? Like, it doesn't seem that anything really happened. It was just burning the ground around it. Something happened to you.
Perhaps.
Are you alright?
I'll be fine. I've had worse.
What
I've had
happened?
better.
How would this... You were all the way back there.
Aye.
I don't quite understand.
And do you think I do? I've kept
I'm gonna
my nose
kinda-
away from magic for a long time, and I intend to keep it that way.
I agree with that. I manipulate energy. And magic's not really my deal.
Where'd you feel it?
I'll just tap the side of my head.
That's not good.
No, I think I tend to agree with you.
As much as I like it, just because I thought it was pretty, and I thought I was protecting it from some dark creatures. I don't think we should really have this.
Why are you playing around with that thing again?
Jojo made a persuasive argument.
I did?
In my head, I say, can I at least take a look at it?
Did you not hear it? Did you not hear it laugh? Did you not hear it speak?
I mean, you hear everything I hear, I thought.
Did it say?
Against my, against my better judgment. Go on, satisfy your curiosity.
I'll walk up to Orin and extend my hand. I have a thought. Could I see it?
Sure. Sure. Then I'll hand it to you.
The artifact is a strange cone. Part wood, part stone, part metal, and part almost organic. It doesn't really fit with anything of any traditional description. There are 4 words carved around the outside, with some spaces left in between. You see the words to, out, myriad, and then to again. To both times being TO. Yeah, so as this artifact kind of sits in your hand, there's just a weird offness about it. Almost as if your body is telling you you shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there, sorry. It's not
How big is this
aggressive.
thing?
It's small, probably about yay big.
It's not. The player's going to ask because the character would know, and the DM can feel free to not answer. It's not a finger, is it?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
It's like a cone, like an ice cream cone.
Oh, a cone. Okay. All right.
Yeah. But it
Okay.
just appears to be a little bit of. It doesn't appear to be made of one thing. It appears to be of an amalgamation of wood, metal, stone, and what appears to be not flesh, but it's definitely organic in nature.
Okay.
It just looks a bit odd and weird. It all seems to be tinged with the same kind of color. It's difficult to describe in regular terms, as it's a very irregular object.
Okay. And I'm guessing touching it, I don't hear anything. I just get that pull of not good, not good. Okay.
Yeah, it feels like it shouldn't be there.
I hand it back to Orin.
What do you get from it?
Is that you shouldn't be here? And everything inside of me is telling me it's not good. Did you say you've heard voices from it?
Just like an echo. When the words appear, I kind of feel it. Like, I don't know, it's not necessarily you're hearing it. It's like I can feel it in me bones. And then I look, and there's the new word. I don't have any other way to explain it.
Jotra and I tried casting Detect Magic on it, or Identify on it, and it's nothing. It's not there, it's not real.
And where did you get it?
From a museum in Zarenkart. I'm blanking on the name of the continent that Zarenkart is on. DM.
Lathinkala. It is the biggest continent in Veka. It essentially was, at one point, multiple countries split up, but after a particular event that happened in its past, a section of what it was identified as the Feywild was leaked and merged with the continent as a whole. So there's a lot of mystical mumbo jumbo that exists in Lathinkala.
All the way over in Lathinkala, there's a city called Zarenkart. It's just south of my monastery. And I was made to steal it from a museum against me will. I was chased by the guard, and when I actually just tried to escape by jumping off the wall. Briefly knocked unconscious. When I came to, I didn't feel that pull in me head anymore. So I took it and I ran. From the guard, from the creatures. Just trying to keep it safe and away from that dark creature.
DM, given my background, I would imagine I've at least heard of this place, if not been to it.
Definitely. Lathinkala has a lot of items that don't exist in Vacant normally. Certain collections of weaponry, certain collections of plants, of alchemical ingredients, etc., etc., etc. It's an interesting place. You definitely would have been there either regularly or perhaps picking up supplies for something specific. This artifact is unusual, even for Lathinkala.
Hey, Oren? Are you sure you were awake when you stole it from the museum?
I feel like perhaps I was moving around. I didn't feel like my mind was all my own.
What if...
But that...
You don't think you can steal a dream, can you? Like, pull something from, like, a dream space or a different, like, mind realm?
I've never been able to do anything like that.
That's it. He just like goes over to Blink and is like, "Give me that, please."
Oh, I shake my head as if I was lost in thought. Oh, here. And I kind of just shove it into Soup's hands. Like, kind of that, like, I don't want to touch it anymore.
He takes it and like stomps over to Aaron and is like, "Take that. Don't let him near it." And he points at Jotra.
Well, what did I do?
Hashtag group dad. Can't believe I just said hashtag something. Oh, God.
Welcome.
He's want to play with it.
I don't want to play with it. I want to figure out what it does. That's if it's the same. I mean, just you don't want to
He
know
just
what it
like
does?
glares at you. He's just like, Leave it alone.
What if it's bad? What if it explodes?
I think for now it should be fine, but
I'll keep it. Keep it away.
Aaron's just turning it over. So strange. I wonder. We have a lot of things that we don't know. I think for right now, Oren, put this in your pocket. Let's head downstairs and see if anyone needs our help. And figure out what we're gonna do next.
I know what we can do next. Nobody's
What's-
there to man the bar. Let's go get a drink.
It's an excellent idea.
Picking up drinks.
Eridan's gonna turn around, go back inside, and go towards the door in the back, where I think Ton might have gone.
I didn't think bad to have. Thought we could get another word out of it.
I heard you saw something from the ship.
We didn't know the person inside said their name was Misa or Mesa, and they said that they saw like a big flying mechanical thing up in the sky, and people ran screaming to the Magicanum building, and then they were fighting them off and trying to save the people. Went downstairs, and David went to protect them, and we saw the manager of the crew there, big fella.
But the same thing happened here that happened on the ship. The people were disappearing again.
We attacked him to try to get him away from the already wounded. We did some
And then
Good
he
damage.
disappeared. Yeah.
He was bleeding black, and then he crushed something in his hand, and then we did the left behind a similar small points to one of. You think it's teleportation magic?
I think we should go downstairs.
Okay. I didn't. Anybody? I didn't. I mean, he's gonna go ahead downstairs.
Right. So is this downstairs in the Magicanum building?
Yeah.
Cool. As you step back inside, Mesa is not in the room, and Torn appears to be walking around with his shield, just kind of almost almost like you see individuals with incense that kind of go around and purify a room. He's going around with his shield. It's glowing, kind of this bluish energy, as he's slowly walking around with it.
What you doing?
We Watchers have an ability to get rid of things that don't belong in this plane. Considering everything you were discussing, I thought I would go ahead and check our friend, and she was clean. So she's gone downstairs in order to assist with getting the villagers back into a state of regularity, and I am checking the rest of the room.
That wasn't the same thing that attacked. Sorry, blanking on the name of the other town. This wasn't the same thing, right? It was the Kruthic that attacked you there, right?
Zenri?
Yes.
Yes, those were the Kruthic. We had no dealings with anything else there, just an infestation. He kind of rolls his eyes as he says the word just.
Have you heard anything about that kind of magic, or people disappearing, or things not being what they seem?
He pauses for a moment, kind of looks across his shield, I've seen plenty of kinds of magic. Wouldn't surprise me if something was not what it seemed. That's
But
what
have
my
you-
order deal with.
Have you seen people disappearing on a mass scale?
Not like this. No.
Okay.
Does your shield kind of detect things that don't belong in the plane?
You may see many holy individuals. Some have symbols. Some have amulets. I have my shield, as it is marked with the god I serve.
What do you think about this? And hold it at the top. I want answers.
I know, I also want answers. There's so much.
Make them kiss again.
No! Don't you dare, Joshua.
I mean, if that's what your character would do.
Make
No.
your face kiss the floor.
It was just the comment of my
Things that don't
you know,
belong
like things
in
that
the
don't
plane.
belong in the plane. Like that was
Mhm,
just
mhm.
Goes ahead and kind of begins to stare at it. And you can see that all four of his eyes are now fixated on this item. His eyes kind of narrow a little bit. What is that?
well, we're not rightly sure.
Kind of looks across it again. You watch as he goes ahead and just rubs his eyes all the way across, just once, as his pupils suddenly vanish into his eyes. And all four just glow a bright blue for a moment as he stares across this item. Using his paladin divine sense, he begins to just scan across it. Well, it's not holy, it's not evil, and it's not dead. I think perhaps it's worth keeping it hidden until we know someone who can find out a little more about it, because I can't see anything right now.
I'll put it back.
One thing. That's one thing. One thing.
Just gonna
Sorry.
pat Soup on the shoulder.
The blue fades and his regular eyes return as he goes ahead, looks towards the door behind him. I'll check on them. And then perhaps we get some rest. It's been a long day. We're not going to be able to help anyone. Right now, anyway.
Yeah.
Josh is gonna walk outside, and then he's gonna hop on Pavasari and start heading towards Clinkins. Quietly by him.
I'm just going to follow him.
Gonna knock on the door.
There is a moment that passes, and another moment. No response.
He's gonna hope forward his thieves' tools, and he's gonna try to open the.
Okay, go ahead and make a dex check for me.
I'm also proficient with them. May I add my proficiency bonus?
Yeah, it's proficiency as well, if you're
So,
proficient.
is a 23.
23, okay. Takes a little while. Although you are familiar with mechanisms, lockpicking isn't exactly something you're massively familiar with, but it only takes a little while before you kind of figure out, just by listening, where the tumblers are and what kind of lock this is. And as soon as you kind of have the mechanism pictured in your head, you can go ahead and almost Sherlock Holmes it. You know straight away. Yes, Adam, it takes a little while because I wanted to do some cool imagery. Shush. I love you dearly.
I'm gonna kind of push open the door, look inside, and then go inside and look to see if there's anybody inside of Clinkin.
The door creaks and cracks open. You can still see the candles are still lit inside of this area. You take just the slightest step in before your foot hits a small black pile.
Gonna turn around to leave, see Soup there, and be like, "Was there any other books you wanted from?"
You turn around and he's just like this close to you, just staring at you.
Did you want any more books from Clink? I just wanted to see if it would go through, and he'd have the best protections against this sort of thing.
Just want to take my books back. And he has the 2 books that he took from Clinkin.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're putting them back? Did you borrow them like it's a library? Because he said he had a library of books. Oh, that makes sense. I takes them and puts them over on a table. How many black? He's gonna just do a. Do you want to help me find out how many black piles are in here? Just out of it. There shouldn't be a whole ton unless he was taking people in, right?
All right.
See if there's an inordinate amount or just a few here and there with what we'd know there.
You are aware that there are 2 essentially waiting staff that work in this house. The first pile you find at the front entrance. The second pile you actually find at the top of the stairs. It takes you a moment as you scan through a few other sections of the building before you enter the study/dining room that you were in beforehand. The door there appears to be open as you go ahead and creak it just a little bit.
Clinkin?
You step inside. The first thing you see is one of the windows has actually been shattered to the outside. Looking a little bit further across, you see the table that your party was sat at while having the initial discussion with Clinkin. You see the chairs a little bit out of place and offset as you look forward to the head of the table. You see a beautiful and strange crystalline blade that appears to be leaned up against the chair. This blackish green fluid seems to run down the blade, as at the very tip you see the severed head. A very familiar beard. Top hat still resting on his head.
Somebody assassinated Clinkin.
Soup immediately covers your mouth as you start talking. I'm trying not to laugh so hard right now.
So hard.
At least it wasn't in the theater.
Okay. All right. Is it because he wasn't organic? Is there glass on the inside of the window or the outside?
That's a good question.
It was smashed from the inside out.
Inside. Oh, it's like the window. Right, good point. I'm just gonna kind of sneak forward.
Sneak around.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. Soup, are you stepping forward as well?
If he's going in the room, I'll go in.
Okay.
with him, yeah.
So stealth check from you two, please.
16.
I don't know. 11.
With a stealth check of 16 and a stealth check of didn't catch the other one. 11.
11. Too busy telling Joshua to shut up.
Joshua really threw Soup off his game today.
No, stop.
As you're stepping forward, you take one step, you take another step, you take another step, and then all of a sudden you hear a slight spark as you hear, "Hello, could you help me down from here, please?"
Joshua's gonna run over and pick up the head. Lincoln, where's your body?
I don't think anybody knows.
You got nobody? No, but where do I put this head?
I
I think we broke Cole. They had to leave.
He kind of like, there's another slight glitch from his Warforged body as more of this kind of blackish green liquid flows as you've now released it from the blade. Yeah, who
Mending.
who are who are you? Who are?
It's Jotra. Some of the people we met a while ago. It wasn't too long ago. Let me see if I can help. And he's just gonna is the mending working at all?
It appears to be staunching the flow, but you would know that Warforged do need the rest of their body to be able to function. So Clinken more than likely does not have much time.
And his body's nowhere to be found. We don't see
His body is not in the room now.
Jotra's gonna panic. Going to flick the stone out of Calamos into his hand and try to hold it to the side of Clinken's head, and he's gonna cast Mending.
No. Soup is going to immediately try to stop you from doing that.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't catch the last one part there.
Jotra is flicking the crystal out of Calamos into his hand, and he's gonna hold Clinken's head, and he's gonna try to cast Mending
He's trying to use the
through the Deichrist.
Okay.
Keep Clinken alive.
No.
Okay. So you're casting Mending through the crystal.
Unless it sounds like Soup is going to stop me. Mending does take a minute to cast, so Soup can stop this if he wants to.
Soup, how are you going to stop this?
He sees Jotra. Imagine he sees Jotra pulling out the Deichrist, and he immediately realizes what he's going to try and do. and it's just no, nope, 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 nope. I'm gonna try and just grab that out of his hand, or knock it away, or
but-
just push him away from Clinken, or grab Clinken's head. One of those things. Probably get Clinken's head away from Jotra.
Wait, but
Is
but I
this
could.
going to be contested?
No, I think Jotra's gonna be way too surprised by that to be able to contest it. He's in a super desperate mindset. Not even gonna buddy, especially Lincoln's head. But wait, wait, I might be able to save him. Wait, he doesn't have a
No.
body.
That's not what that's for.
We don't,
It's like,
but
hold
it's for
on.
creating. It's for. It can.
And he looks down. He looks down at Clinken's head, and he goes, "What do they look like?"
You know, I don't quite. I trying.
The ones that killed you. What do they look like?
Who are you?
Doesn't matter.
They were tall and short and nice looking. Not as nice as me, but nice looking. Where is my body?
Jotra is going to whip out his tinkering tools. He's going to use his water skin. He is going to break open one of the two of the toy airships that he has, and he is going to, as quickly as he can, with magical speed and accuracy, we hope, craft lungs out of the airships and a heart out of the water skin, with all of the gears and mechanical for the flying ships to keep them moving, to try to keep Clinken alive. He's going to try to just make it so it attaches to Clinken's neck to keep Clinken alive for a little longer, to see if he can get enough in there so Clinken can help them and recognize where he's at. While he says to Soup, "Look for his body, I promise I won't use the Diacryst," but he's just going to keep, like, just rapidly trying to create these things as he is had a splint of inspiration and he knows what he has on him.
When you say you won't use the Diacryst, Soup helps you.
Perfect, yeah, so... Okay, move the legs of the heart, quickly!
And roll a very hard tinkering check.
Jeez.
Can I get advantage because Soup is helping me?
Soup is cancelling out the disadvantage that you would have gotten.
This is fair,
Because this is an incredibly difficult task.
Listen,
Down
And
Just
you
those
are
things.
under some
Can you use-
serious time pressure.
Can you use your auto crit that has been donated from a previous charity?
You still have your autocrit.
I do.
He does.
I have an auto crit left.
I mean, now would be a hell of a time to use it if you wanted.
I am going to use my auto crit.
Oh my god, can we please have Game Clinton as the like baby erector set from Toy Story? Like
I'll go ahead and use that and see what happens. My auto crit.
So. So, this is how this is going to happen.
Okay.
You go ahead and pull. You go ahead and pull what gears and levers you can from the mechanical nonsense you have in your bag. You realize essentially, now that you've staunched the flow, if you can go ahead and just make a little kind of flow from one side to the other, you can probably go ahead and restore a certain amount of circulation. You go ahead and immediately pull your tools out. I assume Calamos might be helping you as well. At this
Yes,
point,
yeah, I've
kind of.
almost popped out and he's
Mhm.
full on grabbing and
You're both grabbing pieces, welding what you can, stitching things together. You actually go ahead and find two little gyros that control neck movement. And you just go ahead and the masts from the airships, you just jam them in there. And with the little section at the bottom, you kind of fold it out a little bit and fold it up and create these two tiny peg legs, essentially, that you go ahead and attach to the head. You create this small little circulation. You suddenly just hear, you just go ahead and kind of set it down. It kind of stands on these two peg legs.
Jotra's gonna
There's a
have a
moment.
wave of inspiration. So I had 9 of these airships, so he's gonna take 2 more and kind of like stick them onto the pegs, and so he can kind of like float a little bit.
There's a moment of there's a moment of nothing, and another nothing, and another nothing. As suddenly the leg
So, hi, Clinkin. Are you okay
Wow, it
now?
worked.
You remember
what is
us?
essentially a head, a warforged head on stilts, on teeny tiny stilts. Teeny tiny stilts. And yes, the sound of electric drills will play in the background as this little warforged comes forward and forward and just. I need to ask you something important. Something that will change the fate of everyone in this town. Do I still have my hat on?
Yes, actually.
Wonderful.
So, you recognize this? Are you... Where's your body? Did they steal your body, Clinkin? What's the
Who are
sword?
you?
Jotra! Remember we had dinner here?
Yes, I appear to have become... He watches the head kind of tilts. I seem to have lost a lot.
You know where the rest of it is?
No. The last thing I remember was some individuals barging through the door, and I offered them tea. They didn't like tea. Before I could react, well, someone knocked me unconscious, and then I woke up, and I've been here for the past I don't know how long. Stuck. Have you seen my body?
I haven't, no. Sorry, this is the best I could do on such emergency notice. I can probably try to make something a little bit better, with more time. Do you recognize the sword? And he kind of points over to it.
No. You watch as like the peg like squeak a little bit as the head kind of turns.
This is like, what's the hand in?
Cousin It.
No,
Thing.
is
No,
the
Or
hand
Thing.
Thing. Yeah, that's right.
It's Thing, but with a warforged head.
I see the erector set baby from Toy Story.
Oh,
I was getting more of the Mars Attacks head.
Mars Attacks, yes.
Yeah.
The lady on the Chihuahua body.
Yeah. So Jojo's going to give me Soup. Do you want to grab everybody else and see if they can help Clinkin find the body? I'm going to see if I can identify this sword. Give me 10 minutes.
Soup is still just looking at Clinkin, and just his mouth is just wide open. He's like, I still can't believe that worked.
I can't believe it worked either, if I'm honest.
I don't know why I'm surprised at this point.
And it didn't,
He-
is it? He yells back at Soup.
Is there, Ray? Is there a collection of like dust somewhere in this room?
No.
Okay.
Not in this room.
While he's identifying that blade, how big is that blade, by the way?
It is essentially short sword length.
He's, I guess, gonna explore the rest of the house while Chotra's in there.
Mhm. There is an image in the Discord server. If you'd like to know what it looks like.
Oh my. Well,
Ooh. Eh. That looks like a.
Are the runes on it?
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's
Um,
gnarly looking. Okay.
Do I recognize
As you go
any of
ahead,
these? Oh god, sorry.
as Soup, now that you are kind of looking at the blades, you look down at the very bottom of the hilt. Before you could only really see the blade sticking up into the head. Now that you've looked at the bottom, it almost looks like a layer of almost capillaries. They appear to slightly pulsate and bulge at the bottom of the blade. It's
Ew.
kind of grim. Yeah, not nice.
Is the kind of veins in it? Is it pumping a similar substance to Klinken's blood?
You wouldn't really know because you're not in the room.
Not?
Oh, I thought you ran outside.
No, I
Hmm.
thought I was saying
He's staying in there looking at the blade. I'm going around the house.
Right. Okay. Yes, you would both see this as you're kind of passing them. Not Klinken's blood. Definitely not.
No, but is that like the same type of thing, like a substitute, or does it seem more like a viscous, like other type liquid?
You've seen it once already today.
Like the black blood of the fucking.
No.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
indeed
no.
it's very similar to the blood that you would have seen spew from the individual who you cracked over the head.
As I try to cast Identify on it, is it there?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just casting Identify.
it's also magical.
Oh, good. Start the ritual cast for Identify.
Mm-hmm.
As is, concentrate on that. Also.
While these two are in here, what's everybody else doing?
Well, I have no idea where Jotra went.
I feel like Airden turned around for 2 seconds, looked back, and Jotra was gone.
Yeah, we really have no idea where he's at.
Yeah, Joshua and Soup just.
I love that they only mention Jotra. Like, Soup's always gone.
Disappearing,
And he
like-
comes back with cool shit. We're used to Soup disappearing. That's fine. Did anyone see where Soup and Jotra went?
See Pavasari just hovering, waiting.
I
Did you ask the turtle?
wait. Did Pavasari not go with Jotra?
Nope.
Oh, that's alarming.
I guess it's worth a shot. It talked before once, I think. Pavasari, where is Jotra?
Oh no.
No response.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
All right. Well,
Hey, I
shall we
rolled for it. So.
go get that drink, perhaps?
I guess so.
Do you have a bar that you normally go to?
This town.
There's not many bars left.
I guess.
got
Perfect.
some
Should make it
gin.
easy.
I've got
Sorry,
some
I talked
gin.
over you. What?
Sorry, I've got some gin. It's not great though. We can sit anywhere we like and drink it.
So there's.
I don't.
Is there a house near me?
There are multiple shacks that are scattered across the area. The only two proper buildings in Yilton are the Magicanum building and the other house, which is Clinken's place, but you wouldn't know that. Everything else is just shacks, hovels, and other makeshift buildings in this city.
I'll look around. Is everything in this city just a hovel or a shack?
Pretty much, yeah. They their main currency is food.
Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna pick a random building and just walk into it.
You choose the biggest building?
I figure the biggest one might have the best chances to have liquor.
Which would probably be Clinken's place.
There you go. So
So you
Blink
actually
is
ended
just
up in the
leaving
right
us.
place. That's fine.
All right.
Yeah, the two buildings, the Magical building is the one that you're currently in. Clinken's place is clearly fancy. Like,
Okay,
it's-
so
yeah.
And there's
Probably
like
looking around, and you guys just see me take off.
should we follow her?
Earth to coal.
Right, thinking. I actually had a question real quick. But I don't know, do you think we should?
I feel like we should probably get out of the Magicarnum building.
I mean, they're not here. But yeah, okay. I sort
think
of
it's
wanted to. I had almost forgotten. I pull Valirki's sword out. I almost forgot that I had this.
Well, don't try to do anything with it. The last time, it wasn't very well for you.
I wouldn't do that again. But can I cast Identify on it?
Sure.
Now Oren wants to be cautious. Now.
Yeah, okay, all right.
In his defense, I'm a terrible influence.
And I did roll for that, and I was like, all right, if it's under 10, I'm saying, fuck you, Jotra, I'm not touching it, it's fine. And I rolled a damn 20.
I cast Identify on Valirki's sword.
Okay. It is a. Let me check the wording of identify real quick. While that's happening, Blink, as you're beginning to step forwards, you hear some mumbling in your mind as you just hear. Okay, look, I know what you're thinking. I went ahead and put you away, and then we've been wandering for a while, and we ended up with this bunch of morons. But
Hey.
I promise you,
Accurate.
I promise you it's for a reason. I don't know what that reason is right now, but that thing whispered into my ear. It's for a reason. Now, in the nicest way possible, I want you to be certain that I can't hear you and you can't hear me. And she sounds legitimately a little frazzled for probably the first time ever. She seems a little unnerved.
I take a quick glance, make sure that Oren and Eridan haven't followed yet, and I will actually say out loud, which is unusual. I don't know these people. I don't know if I want to get that drunk.
Yeah. Good point.
you meaning to tell me that Blink is threatened by this group? Really? Right now?
Threatened is not the word I would have chose. She'd totally kill you all in your sleep. I'm just not worried about you.
You just feel a little bit of recognition kind of seep through your mind as you continue on forwards. So
Identify?
there we go. Right. If it's a magical item, you learn its properties and how to use it. Attunement. Okay. So it does require attunement. It is enchanted. It requires attunement to the individual who gave it its promise. It's an interesting and old item that appears to be laced with many kinds of enchantment. Most of them ancient and complicated. It appears to be able to channel magical properties through it, and also appears to get stronger with its wielder. It is called an umbral shard.
Umbral shard?
An umbral shard. Although most of these shards have a name by themselves. This one's name is Serenity.
And the runes on the sword. I wrote that down somewhere. It had said confidence and purpose. Right?
Mm-hmm. The blade says confidence and purpose. Its name is Serenity. You can assume with the identifier that the runes that are etched into it is its promise.
Next, I'm going to cast Identify on my sword. On my scimitar.
Okay. What do the runes say on your blade?
I can't remember if we said before. This might have to be retconned because I can't remember.
Hold on, I think, let me check my notes. I think confidence of purpose, confidence of self, protectum aeternum. I believe.
No, confidence and purpose was
That was
Valyrki's blade.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think mine is truth.
Mm-hmm.
Truth and heck.
Truth and heck.
Truth and justice. The American
That's
way.
it now. It's
I
canon.
made a promise to heck.
Tiefling.
So truth is definitely one of the things that are surrendered. It is also an umbral shard.
And what's its name?
It doesn't have one.
Because you were training.
Hey, no theories, Sean.
What?
And
Player must play.
And mine isn't as old, right? Is mine also ancient and whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
In fact, exactly the same age.
I just found out Eridan is an old lady. Got it.
Well,
Not
at least her
necessarily. You
sword
found out
is.
that
sword.
you found out that the blade is old.
Maybe it gets passed down.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Do you know what the second word was for the promise?
Truth and retribution.
Truth and retribution. Oh, lordy. Okay.
That's pretty close to truth and heck.
That is, yeah. That is best reaction
sense.
ever. Yeah.
Okay.
And retribution.
Yeah,
Oh,
truth
lordy.
and retribution.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, it is also ancient. It is also an umbral shard, and it does not have a name.
Fine.
I feel like as Eridan's casting this, she's kind of talking out loud. Just requires attunement with super umbral shard. Have you heard of an umbral shard at the monastery at all? Anything like that?
So Orin heard of anything about an umbral shard?
It is unlikely, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna let
very
you roll for it.
doubtful.
I'm gonna let you roll for it anyway. I'm gonna let you roll a history
Okay.
check because it's always interesting to see what the dice say.
The dice probably say no. 12.
Yeah, you are unaware of umbral shard.
Hasn't heard it in passing at all?
Well, we don't really deal with a lot of metal weapons at the monastery, so
I was just curious since it turns out that apparently whatever I was involved with before has to do with the fourth sister. So I was just curious.
unfortunately, the monastery of the Crimson Wood apparently has disavowed any knowledge of the fourth sister.
True.
That's something they've kept very well hidden. I'm sorry I can't be any of the help.
No, that's okay.
So,
I look over towards Clinken's house. They've been gone a while. Should we follow her?
Blink did say that she wanted to find a drink, and I'm pretty sure that the only other building in the fucking town is probably where she went to find a bar.
So we should probably go, is what you're saying.
Yeah, let's go find her.
We make our way towards Clinken's.
Adversary floats after you.
So two things happen at this point. One, as Orin and Eridan are about to leave, there's some footsteps, and one of the doors cracks open as Torn steps back out. He begins to rejoin you, and the three of you head out before Torn taps Orin on the shoulder.
Hey,
Would you mind if me and the lady had a word?
sure. Why not? He'll kind of just fall back.
Mm-hmm. And Torn actually goes ahead and taps Eridan and just says, "We should have our talk before we continue."
Yeah. Okay.
And
I'll look to Orin and nod.
and
Yeah,
Torn
Orin's already on a bench.
stops.
He's got his bottle of gin out. He's
Torn stops.
He's not
dead
gonna
in his
find a bar.
tracks. Yeah, Torn stops dead in his tracks and just turns towards you and says, "Strike me."
Strike you.
He nods. And as this happens, Blink, you go ahead and step inside of the building. It's probably about now that you see Soup walking past you. Having beginning to explore the area, you can hear Jotra and another voice having a discussion in another room.
Oh, was I was fortuitous? Soup, what are you doing here?
I'm exploring. Might be something in this house.
Well, I see, sir. Where's the dining room or the kitchen?
I mean, he knows exactly where it is. What you want?
Sorry, I just saw something in chat that caught me off.
Was it Gonest Gabe?
Clinken's body is gone forever.
my
He's
God.
gonest gay.
Oh my
Tyler,
God.
I love you. Tyler,
Yes.
You're
Tyler, I
rubbing,
love
you're
you.
rubbing off on the innocent, Ray.
Oh my goodness.
Curses.
Sorry, continue.
What you looking for?
Some hard liquor. Apparently, the city does not have a bar, so I am making do. And since I imagine the owner is not around, why not? They will not miss one bottle. Maybe two. Maybe three.
Soup definitely pauses as you continue to count up. But Ray, do I know of any like wine racks or anything that's in the kitchen?
You were served wine the first time you came here. So there's definitely some kind of alcohol. If you go ahead and continue in the kitchen, you are aware there is a wine cellar. Clinken is an incredibly wealthy individual, even though he is a warforged and he cannot drink. He does indeed have a small, rather expensive wine cellar. You can go ahead and pilfer to your heart's content.
Perfect.
Yeah. Soup
I'm gonna
shows
take a couple cheap bottles and a couple really expensive bottles because I know exactly which ones those are.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You can go ahead and grab, let's say, 3 bottles of each.
Okay,
And,
come out. Got the bottles and I turn to Soup. Do you want me to go get you one?
He sees you just with your hands full and looks a little surprised. He's like, "Nope, I'm good."
Okay. Put them in my pack and I'll head out. As I reach the door of the kitchen, though, I do stop. Wait a minute. I turn to look back at Soup. Do you know where Jotra is?
Oh yeah, he's over in the dining room talking to the owner of the house.
I stop. My mouth goes open for a minute and then it shuts. I go to open it again and it shuts.
Kind of cocks his head to the side, like,
Okay, I heard his voice, so I know he is here, but why are you here?
"Me?
Well, yes, you and Jota.
Oh, I don't know. Joe came over here looking for something. I just making sure he didn't get no more trouble."
All right. Well, I imagine Owen and Eridan will be on their way soon, so I'm going to just go out and sit out on the front steps.
Okay. As you turn to leave, he goes, "Hey, you ain't part of the magic column, are you?"
Not as far as I know, no.
Thought not. He just goes and starts exploring the rest of the house.
So as you explore the rest of the house, there's plenty of guest chambers and plenty of rooms that just have no meaning. There's a room full of utterly useless trinkets. We're talking like bottle caps, wine corks, like just regular mundane human things, essentially, that are just kind of scattered across. The only room that is locked appears to be the main bedroom. Everything else is pretty open. You don't find anything particularly interesting, apart from probably about 10 gold's worth of just random change scattered across many rooms.
If he encounters a locked door, he will try to bust it open.
Okay.
He does not want to leave any stone unturned.
All right. Are you trying to pick it, or are you just going to ram it?
He's not big enough to ram it. He probably... What's the door made of?
Wood.
He'll cut it. So he'll try to, like, cut the lock out of the door, essentially.
Okay. Roll a... we'll say Dex. Just because that's what... why, no, you're not a range of strength. Either roll. Whichever one fits the best.
Well, Dex works a lot better for me.
I was going to say,
I'm a kobold, so...
For a second then I was like, I don't remember which way around your stats were for a second.
What kind of tool are you using?
Dex fighter. He is going to take out a short sword and just, like, cut slats into the wood and just...
Don't know why I thought Adam's question was going to be, what kind of tool are you?
A tool. I am a blunt one.
Wow.
I was like,
Rude.
whoa.
What kind of tool are you, man? Like, come on.
Yeah, no, none
No,
of
no judgment here.
that. We love
What
each
kind of
other.
tool are you using?
We love each other here.
Have a
you don't-
toy?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Soup is a dangerous toy. That is a straight Dex. That'd be a 19.
Okay. Takes a little while. You can go ahead and carve the lock out.
Carves like a little half moon.
The door creaks open, and you step into probably the plainest room you've ever seen a rich person use.
I haven't seen
There
any
is-
rich people's rooms, so.
There is a bed in the very, very center of the room, which clearly has not been used ever. It is completely just dust covered. You'd probably need to go ahead and shake it out a little bit. There appears to be nothing else in the room apart from a desk, a chair, and a chest.
Chest, you say?
A chest.
Go for the chest.
You want to look at the chest?
I want to look at it.
Okay. Inside of the chest, you find what appears to be a small crystalline arcane focus. You find 112 gold pieces. You find what appears to be a very oddly shaped ring. You find a set of boots, and you find what appears to be an enchanted helmet of some kind.
Soup takes a long look at these things. He takes the boots, and the ring, and he says to himself, "Can't use these anymore." And he takes them. But he leaves the helmet, the arcane focus, and the gold.
Yes. He leaves everything else
He leaves everything else because he can still wear a helmet.
because it's soup.
So he took the gold and the...
No. He took the boots and the ring. He left the gold.
Yeah, because he no longer has hands or legs,
Or
but he
legs.
took everything else.
Well, you can't use these. So sure, I'll just take it.
Oh my god, Soup. I love him.
You're not gonna take the
Wonderful.
enchanted helmet.
It's not his.
All the man has left is his
True.
head.
It's true. It's true.
You can put the arcane focus in his mouth.
Bring it.
Suppose you have a point there. maybe he takes the arcane focus too.
I could just see nom.
So he's got the boots and the ring. He puts the ring on like his pinky finger or whatever finger it fits on. If it fits on any of his fingers, it might be too big. And then he like takes off for a second, sticks his head back in frame, and like puts the arcane focus in his mouth. Takes off.
Okay.
And did the identify come across for the sword?
Oh,
in the
yeah.
ring?
Yes. The sword appears to be a +1 short sword. Once per day, you can choose to convert all of its damage into psychic damage. And that's it. Just
Does it have like a name or
basic
something?
enchantment. No, weirdly
Okay.
enough. No name actually comes up during the identify. It just appears to be a strange short sword. If you would like to give it a name, you may.
This is the one with the black runes on it that you shared in chat. Or
Yes. The one that was in the room that stabbed Clinkin.
the
Or
one
Clinkin
that
was
definitely is not cursed at all.
had his head put on. Yes. Not cursed.
What language are the runes in? Is anyone?
The rooms are in deep speech, so I don't think any of you could read it.
Ooh, I don't like it. Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
And then he's gonna go over to Clinkin. He's like, how? I see you can move the two little with your neck muscle. I think I can do better. There was a toolsmith shop that he had some artificial limbs. Let's see if he still has any in stock. He had an old one that was like a prize. Maybe we could at least get you an arm. And he's gonna kind of like, do you want me to try, or I know it's not kind of limited right now, but you try a few things.
He chuckles to himself with that kind of robotic, I can't actually laugh, but I'm going to laugh. Before he says, you know, I know an old saying about this, and it's rather apt. Quit while you're ahead. I think I'm going to be just fine for now, thank you. Who are you?
Jotra, yeah, you need a little bit more than, just gonna, if I were to put the little toy zeppelins underneath him, would they be enough so his head could fly around?
Yes. Would he have any control over it?
That was the
No.
next question. like,
Because
could-
they are
could he-
pre-programmed to magically just
oh, okay.
fly in a circle.
Oh.
So you just have Clinkin's head just spinning around the room.
So,
I'm getting rather dizzy.
Bring it around town. Bring it around.
gonna see if he can create like a control that Clinkin can come across the side that Clinkin can control with his tongue to make it go and stop and do things.
It's so his mouth doesn't open because he's a warforged.
Oh no.
However, during the night, you could definitely figure out some kind of control mechanism. Definitely.
Okay.
That won't be an immediate thing, but that will be like a during the long rest kind of thing, / drinking period.
Which is gonna be like, stay right there. Don't. I'll be right back. He's gonna run. He's gonna go see if he can find Aridin and Orin as he runs out.
He heads out. I mean,
Did you say you run out like the front door?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see Blink drinking on the stoop. It's fine.
As he like stops her saying, "Oh hi Blink.
Wild episode.
Is it good stuff? I think I may need some in a second. I'm crazy, but I'll be back." And then he's gonna keep running.
I just watch as Jotra just heads down.
he has no idea what's in the other room waiting for her.
Okay, so Blink is currently drinking. We have Jotra who has run outside. Soup is currently still in the kitchen, I believe. No, not in the kitchen.
He's coming
You are in Clinton's bedroom.
There.
With boots, a ring, and an arcane focus.
Yeah, so you are in the bedroom. You're coming downstairs. The first thing you would see, as it's one of those kind of like grand entryways. So as you're coming down the main set of stairs, you would see Blink, and you would see Jotra as he's leaving to walk outside.
Okay. Doesn't say anything now, really. He goes.
I was
he's
about
gonna
to
go-
say, you see Drink blinking.
No.
Ray.
You have to stop now.
Ray.
We've broken him.
I caught myself just before my tongue decided to do the thing and get all mixed up. But yes, you would see Blink and you would see Jotra as he's running out the door.
Okay. He's gonna head toward where he last saw Lincoln.
Okay. So you can go ahead and head into where Clinton is. Sorry, go.
Go ahead. I was gonna say I'm assuming Aridin and Ton are done talking, or
Well, as this is all going on inside, outside, Aridin, you hear, and Orin, you were definitely within earshot. He's not trying to keep it secret. He says to you again, "Sing and hit me."
She'll spin her blade and she'll send a witch bolt at him.
Okay.
I tried to hum and I was like, oh no, my phone. Then I choked. Yeah, thank you. That wasn't good.
I'm so sorry for the amount of coughing you're going to have to edit out from multiple.
I know.
members.
I'm dying. Oh my god. Okay. Roll to hit him. I'm hitting him.
To hit.
14 plus 7.
Okay. 21. That'll hit.
Okay. He takes 6 points of lightning damage from a witch bolt.
Okay.
And I am out of spell slots, y'all.
As you go ahead and fire this witch bolt forward, he pulls his shield across. It still strikes across him. He staggers backwards a little bit as he throws his, as he flicks his shield to the side and brings.
As he
it back
flicks
up
his
to
shield, I
chest.
catch him on the uppercut. As he's flicking it, I come up.
Roll the hit again.
17.
17 misses.
Bonus action, I want to, as I come up, I come down and catch him on the knees.
Mm-hmm.
17 plus 7.
That one will hit. So as he's caught your, as he's let the witch bolt scatter across his shield, he steps forward as you kind of begin to catch him. He actually pulls his shield back down and wraps you across the knuckles of where your grip is. You go ahead and kind of flick your blade up and you catch him just across the thigh.
Am I rolling damage at all?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is just a scimitar attack because I'm out of spell slots.
Mhm.
Oh no, that's not plus 7. That's. Oh no. No, it's 17. I don't know. Yeah, okay, never mind. Ignore me.
17 plus 7 or 17 total?
17 total,
17 total. That misses them.
I think. What did I?
You rolled a 17 on the die, right?
Oh, yeah. So 17
so-
plus 2.
So, your blade singing one.
Yeah, you should add your proficiency bonuses.
Yeah, so it's your.
I thought blade singing was just
so
my
it's-
AC.
Yeah, sorry, that's just your AC, but it's still your roll plus your roll plus your stat plus your proficiency.
I use the scimitar stat because the double-bladed scimitar, for whatever reason, doesn't have my proficiency. Yeah, so it's plus 5.
Yeah, so 17 plus 5, that still hits. Yeah, so
Yeah.
roll
Okay,
damage.
and then that's it.
There we go.
I'm so sorry. My brain is just.
That's okay.
That's 5 plus 7. 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay. He goes ahead and steps back a little bit. You're not used to your abilities. I saw that plain as day. Hit me again.
Airden stops. Why are you saying it like that?
I said hit me again.
You sound like her. Why do you sound like her?
I don't know who you're talking about. Hit me again.
Matriana. Who are you to her?
He stops for a moment and kind of begins to gather himself. As he does so, he looks at you and tilts his head. Some of that memory is coming back.
Only her. She did the same thing.
He goes ahead and pulls his blade. Hit me again.
From a nearby tree, you hear, "Oh, come on, just go ahead and hit him again."
Airden's gonna unfurl her wings and she's gonna leap up. She's gonna spin her blade and come down on him. Uh, 10 plus 5. 15. That's easy math.
15 misses. You go ahead and swing and clamp down. He goes ahead and pulls his shield up, just passes it to the side, and as he does so, he's gonna go ahead and whack you with the butt of his hilt, which is going to be a 22 to hit.
I'm blade singing and I have mage armor up. I wrote this down. I have a shortcut. Where did my that's oh god. My AC's what did you get?
22.
Oh no, it's a 19.
Mhm.
Yeah, that hits.
He is going to go ahead and do that, and you feel this sudden wave of energy comes over you as he is both going to pump a second level divine smite and a thunderous smite at first level directly at you.
Okay.
I rolled minimum on the actual damage, so that is 6 damage there, 6 points of slashing. That is going to be 6 points of radiant, and another. Those were bad rolls. 8 points of thunder damage.
Oh
Strikes
lord.
you. He burned the second level and a first level.
Oh. Okay.
As he looks again towards you, just says, "You need to remember."
What if I suddenly don't want to? And with that, I'm gonna come down on him.
All right.
Oh, come on. Natural 20, baby.
All right.
Yeah. And that's double the die.
Double everything because drama.
2d6 plus 4. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's cool. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of slashing damage. And I'm gonna use Booming Blade.
Okay. So 11 doubled to 22.
No, I rolled 2d6. I rolled a 4 and a 3. Instead of my 1d6. And then it's plus 2, so then plus 4.
Okay. So you go ahead and crash down on top of him. He pulls his shield up, but not quite enough as you go ahead and slam the blade directly across his plate mail. You actually see the slightest splatter of blood as you manage to get through the mail itself and scar across him. He pushes you backwards, and I would like you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck. 14?
Okay. As you go ahead and step backwards, or as he pushes you backwards, sorry, he goes ahead and just kind of spins his blade in a circle once, just to wipe away whatever damage he would have done. Goes ahead and checks across his shield. And looks towards you and just says, "You need to remember what you failed to succeed."
How do you know I didn't fail on purpose? Did you know me?
He drops his blade to the ground and just steps forward a few times, kind of holding the wound with his shield hand as he begins to cast.
He moved
himself.
But he moved. Booming Blade.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He goes ahead and takes the damage and immediately kind of staggers just the slightest bit before pulling himself back.
That's 7 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. He begins to cast Cure Wounds on himself. As with the other hand, he reaches out and just kind of drops his hand on your forehead. And there's a moment when you feel a slight tingling across your forehead. And then suddenly you feel a little woozy. You begin to feel sick. And Oren, you watch as Eridan suddenly staggers backwards. The weapon falls out of her hand. And her vision fades to black as she collapses onto the ground. And that's where we'll end the session today.
No!
Because cliffhangers.
You.
Oh!
Because cliffhangers are fun.
You rat. You rat bastard. I had a bad feeling about that Fade to Black title that you told us. And I knew. I see you, you sneaky. My roommate's gonna kill me for yelling so much, but it's okay. It's okay. No.
Yep, that ends our session 22 of the Mind and the Martyr. Thank you so much for being here, folks. We are just going to go around the horn real quick, let our wonderful cast plug what they would like to plug, and let everybody know where we can find you. I'm going to start with Ty.
Hi everybody, Ty here. Let's see, you can find me, of course, here every Monday as Joseph Quill Sharpener. On Tuesdays, I run my own game on twitch.tv/Hitchhiker of the Mind. They just got to a city of Kenku who have all been awakened into Aarakocra and are trying to make their own civilization get off the ground. And one of my players is also one of these awakened. They So that should be pretty interesting. Come check by, see all the things that are, of course, going to screw that up for them. Then on Wednesdays, you can catch me as Brand Heightstagger in the Beyond Immense campaign in Featherfall Tabletop. That's twitch.tv/FeatherfallTT, where I play a Fire Ganassi Echo Knight who is fun as hell. We just got to the bottom of this weird kind of chain of events through cult that was multi-level marketing scheme, the government attacking its own, or the empire should say, attacking its own city and blowing it up, and all sorts of nutter butter things happening there, so that should be pretty fun. Other than that, just get up on Twitter, come hang out, have a good time. That's it. I got that. Good ending time.
Wonderful. Adam.
Hello, I am Adam. Of course, you can catch me here Mondays, Mine and the Martyr. You can also follow me at Adam Hardy VO on Twitter and Instagram for when I post. Rarely, but I do all the post production for the Mine and the Martyr. So check out our YouTube and our podcast. I add music from Sirenscape. And I make some of my own sound effects and also take some of their stuff and throw it up there. So like Blade Song and all the like psychic conversations that we have and everything. Like I just kind of try to spice it up a little bit for you guys. And you can catch up and understand what the hell is going on, because I don't even know. Oh my god.
I can't believe this. Also, yes, like I will go back and listen to stuff in post because it's so good. And also my blade singing will sound a lot better than it did tonight. It won't sound like a drowned rat. Good stuff.
You are good on that front. Yeah, Adam does a fantastic job. Sean.
Howdy. I'm Sean, aka at No Tweet Sean. I'm one of the administrators over at Thread Raiders. I suppose I should make an announcement about what we're doing soon. We are having an Extra Life fundraiser, which we are running from November 5th through November 8th. There are a few people here, specifically Ray, Simple, in that as well. We have lots of different types of streams going on. We have a theater stream, we have some D&D, we have some masks, we have cartography streams, we have Icewind Dale, we have Star Trek, Starfinder, Call of Cthulhu, Vampire the Masquerade. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. But it will be going on through those 3 days, so stop by and donate a little bit for the local kids children's hospital for lots of different members of Thread Raiders. It helps to pay for procedures and appointments, etc. And it's awesome cause. But yeah, like Ray said previously to this, I know 2020 is a terrible year, but if you just want to come by and hang out with us, we also appreciate that. But if you can give, please do. And that's my spiel.
Awesome. Cool.
Hey, howdy, hey, I'm Cole. You can catch me here on Mondays playing Aridin, which is suddenly taken an interesting turn as I glare at Ray. You can also catch me here tomorrow for our Aryan stream, which is actually run by the creator, and we're playing some ancient spoopy monsters, doing a big investigate. So you should come by and check us out, and we'll have incentives for that as well. And I'm doing other stuff too that I can't remember because my head is all mush, because I'm still processing what just happened here. So you should just
feel like
keep
you're
an eye on my
head floating in the middle of nowhere, two little stumpy legs.
Not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. I feel like I'm about to be overloaded. Yeah, you should definitely stay tuned for the rest of the month. We have a lot of really fun stuff planned. I think this Friday they're going to be playing Monster of the Week. Monster of
We
the
have a
Week.
lot of games.
We have a lot of games. It's Monster of the Week this week, and then next week it's going to be Little Fears. And yeah, so be sure to stop by, check us out, come hang out, and don't get sick. Don't do what I did. Wear a mask. That's my TED Talk.
And our wonderful guest, Dax, who has been playing Blink, helping us out. Where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Dax. You can find me on Twitter at GM_Dax, like it says right above my head, right here. I am the GM and producer for a Genesis actual play podcast called Roads Uncharted. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, and also on Simplecast, which is the website. I am going to be participating in Extra Life over on Open for Adventure. I'll be doing a panel segment on finding your character voice. As you may have noticed, I did like 6 of them, I think, tonight. So that should be really fun. We've got an amazing panel, got some amazing games. We're only going to be streaming one day. We're not overachievers like the Thread Raiders. You know, we're just going to do 24 hours on November 7th. So keep an eye out for that. I am also going to be playing in a game on October 30th at 7:30 p.m. EST. I think the Twitch channel is Marefeather, and it is going to be Murder on the Eberron Express module with all slots filled, all archetype slots filled. So it's going to be crazy and insane and fun. You should come check us out.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's awesome. Thank you so much to everybody watching. Thank you so much to this wonderful cast. I am Ray. You can find me at Red Mage Ray. It's not that one. It's been changed. Sorry. Yeah, at Red Mage Ray on Twitter. You can find me here every Monday playing The Mind and the Martyr. You can find me every Wednesday over on Transient's channel, where we play Cult, where I have become the bad guy. And I am now hunting down the remnants of our party in order to kill them and feed them to a nefarious horror known as the Night Mother. So that's fun. Content warning advised on that one. It's pretty deep horror. It's a little gruesome. It's a little gory. So just know yourselves on that one. You can find me over at Thread Raiders, where we're going to be going ahead and doing the charity game, which is going to be super, super exciting. You can find me over on Valdrian's channel, where I'm doing 2 charity games, one on the same day as the Thread Raiders one. I'm literally going from one charity game straight into another afterwards, which is going to be fun. I'm also DMing Coriolis, which is a sci-fi RPG, which is super, super fun, super, super exciting. Cole will be there. Some wonderful folks from the Friends of Roll Dice family will be there. It's going to be a blast. I'm almost done, I promise. I have a lot to plug and I didn't even realize. Saturdays, I am over on Saverick's channel. We are playing Star Wars Exile, which is a short Star Wars campaign taking place in the Old Republic era. I am playing a Grey Jedi. We just ran into Bastilla Shan. It's all happening. It's all super exciting. I am loving being able to just Jedi mind trick people. It's so much fun. And finally, you can find me over at Featherfall every other Sunday playing Curse of Strahd with my sad little water boy. The wonderful Dax is with me playing Myrna. Dax steals all my kills. That's all we need to know about that one.
Hey, kills are a team
It's
effort.
okay.
See, and I was being nice letting you plug Curse of Strahd this week, so I see how that is.
All jokes aside, really enjoying Strahd. I love playing with Dax. I love playing with everyone else. I love my water boy. Yeah. Apart from that, if you find yourself with some free time, please pop down to our charity streams. If you like what you saw here, go ahead and check out our podcasts. And if you like us, then why don't you go ahead and join the Friends Who Roll Dice Discord server, where you can find a whole bunch of wonderful like-minded people and many, many people who have played in many, many of our games. Other than that, please go ahead and keep safe. We are going to go ahead and roll a quick credit reel here, and then jump on a raid to Soul Bear RPG. So yeah, please keep safe. Wear a mask, wash your hands, drink plenty of water, and we will see you very, very, very soon. Keep an eye on the charities. If you can donate, awesome. And a big thank you to our sponsors as well for keeping us going. Thank you so, so much, folks. And please look after yourselves and keep moving forward. We'll see you very soon. Take care, folks.